In today's world, conflicts and disagreements are inevitable. Whether it's in personal relationships, professional settings, or even on a global scale, the desire to overcome our enemies is a common human instinct. However, there is a philosophy that offers an alternative approach to dealing with adversaries: Stoicism. Stoicism, a school of thought that originated in ancient Greece, teaches us to focus on what is within our control and to accept the things we cannot change. It encourages individuals to cultivate inner strength and resilience, rather than resorting to aggression or violence. In the context of dealing with enemies, Stoicism provides us with 13 powerful ways to neutralize their influence without engaging in direct confrontation. The first way to undermine your enemy without fighting is through the power of indifference. By refusing to let their actions or words affect you emotionally, you strip them of the satisfaction they seek in provoking a reaction. This requires developing a strong sense of self and recognizing that their opinions or actions hold no true power over you. Secondly, Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-reflection. By examining our own flaws and weaknesses, we can become more empathetic towards our enemies. Understanding that they too are flawed human beings allows us to approach them with compassion rather than hostility. Thirdly, Stoicism emphasizes the value of forgiveness. Holding on to grudges or seeking revenge only perpetuates a cycle of negativity. By forgiving our enemies, we free ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment and open the door to potential reconciliation. The fourth way to disarm your enemy is through the practice of patience. Stoicism teaches us to accept that change takes time and that our enemies may eventually come to see the error of their ways. By patiently waiting for this realization, we avoid unnecessary conflict and allow for the possibility of growth and understanding. Fifth, Stoicism encourages us to focus on our own actions and virtues rather than obsessing over our enemies. By striving to be the best version of ourselves, we inspire others to do the same. This indirect influence can be far more powerful than any direct confrontation. The sixth way to undermine your enemy is through the power of empathy. By putting ourselves in their shoes and trying to understand their motivations, we can find common ground and potentially resolve conflicts peacefully. This requires setting aside our own biases and prejudices and approaching the situation with an open mind. Seventh, Stoicism teaches us the importance of maintaining our integrity. By refusing to stoop to our enemy's level and engaging in unethical behavior, we maintain the moral high ground. This not only strengthens our own character, but also exposes the flaws in our enemy's actions. The eighth way to neutralize your enemy is through the practice of gratitude. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, we diminish the power of our enemies to bring us down. Gratitude allows us to shift our perspective and find joy in the face of adversity. Ninth, Stoicism encourages us to embrace change and adaptability. By recognizing that our enemies may change over time, we remain open to the possibility of reconciliation or even friendship. This flexibility allows us to break free from the constraints of animosity and move towards a more harmonious existence. The 10th way to disarm your enemy is through the power of silence. By refusing to engage in petty arguments or respond to provocations, we deny our enemies the attention and validation they seek. This silence can be deafening and can leave them feeling powerless and frustrated. 11th, Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-control. By mastering our emotions and reactions, we prevent our enemies from manipulating us. This self-discipline allows us to respond to their actions with calmness and rationality, rather than succumbing to anger or impulsiveness. The 12th way to undermine your enemy is through the practice of detachment. By recognizing that our enemy's actions are a reflection of their own insecurities and fears, we can detach ourselves from their negativity. This detachment allows us to maintain our own peace of mind and avoid being dragged into unnecessary conflicts. Finally, Stoicism encourages us to focus on the present moment. By letting go of past grievances and future anxieties, we free ourselves from the burden of our enemy's actions. This present-focused mindset allows us to fully engage with life and find joy and fulfillment, regardless of the presence of enemies. Stoicism teaches us that the 13th way to undermine your enemy without fighting is by fostering inner peace. By cultivating a sense of tranquility and balance within ourselves, we become immune to the negative influence of our enemies. This inner peace acts as a shield, allowing us to navigate conflicts with grace and composure. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-awareness. By constantly examining our own thoughts and actions, we can identify any biases or prejudices that might cloud our judgment. This awareness enables us to approach conflicts with objectivity and fairness, ensuring that we do not unintentionally perpetuate the cycle of hostility. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to practice self-restraint. It teaches us to resist the urge to engage in vengeful or harmful behavior towards our enemies. Instead, we focus on finding constructive solutions and promoting understanding. This restraint allows us to rise above petty disagreements and maintain our dignity. In addition, Stoicism highlights the significance of acceptance. It teaches us to acknowledge that our enemies, like ourselves, are imperfect beings. By accepting this reality, we can approach conflicts with empathy and compassion, seeking common ground and potential resolutions. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us the power of resilience. By cultivating a mindset of perseverance and determination, we become better equipped to withstand the challenges posed by our enemies. This resilience enables us to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward, ultimately diminishing the impact of our adversaries. One of the most powerful strategies provided by Stoicism to destroy your enemy without fighting is the cultivation of resilience. Resilience enables individuals to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward, ultimately diminishing the impact of adversaries. By developing a mindset of perseverance and determination, one becomes better equipped to withstand the challenges posed by enemies, both on a personal and global scale. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-reflection and self-improvement. By continuously examining our own thoughts and actions, we can identify any biases or prejudices that might cloud our judgment. This self-awareness enables us to approach conflicts with objectivity and fairness, ensuring that we do not unintentionally perpetuate the cycle of hostility. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us the value of integrity and ethical behavior. By refusing to stoop to the level of our enemies and engaging in unethical actions, we maintain the moral high ground. This not only strengthens our own character, but also exposes the flaws in our enemies' actions, further dismantling their influence. 13 ways to destroy your enemy without fighting through Stoicism. Philosophy can also be applied in the realm of politics. When dealing with rival nations or political opponents, Stoicism teaches us to prioritize diplomacy and negotiation over aggression. By focusing on common interests and finding mutually beneficial solutions, we can neutralize the influence of our enemies without resorting to military conflicts. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of understanding our enemy's perspective. By studying their history, culture, and motivations, we can gain valuable insights that aid in conflict resolution. This approach allows us to approach international relations with empathy and open-mindedness, fostering a more peaceful and cooperative global community. In addition, Stoicism encourages us to promote education and enlightenment as tools to dismantle our enemy's influence. By providing knowledge and critical thinking skills, we empower individuals to question propaganda and ideology that may fuel hostility. This intellectual fortitude helps to break the cycle of hostility and promote understanding. Lastly, Stoicism teaches us to lead by example. By embodying the virtuous qualities we wish to see in others, such as integrity, empathy, and self-control, we inspire positive change in our enemies and those around us. This approach encourages others to follow suit, creating a ripple effect that can ultimately erode the power and influence of our adversaries. The practice of Stoicism can also be applied to online interactions and social media, where conflicts and disagreements are prevalent. One way to undermine your online enemies is by practicing digital detachment. This involves recognizing that their negative comments or actions are often fueled by their own insecurities or frustrations, rather than taking it personally. By refusing to engage in online arguments and maintaining a sense of emotional detachment, we can protect our own well-being and prevent unnecessary conflicts. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us the power of compassion and understanding in the digital age. When faced with online enemies, it is important to remember that behind the screens, there are real individuals with their own struggles and perspectives. In conclusion, Stoicism offers 13 powerful ways to undermine and neutralize our enemies without resorting to direct confrontation. By cultivating inner strength, resilience, and self-awareness, we can strip our enemies of their power and influence. Stoicism teaches us the importance of indifference, self-reflection, forgiveness, patience, and focusing on our own actions and virtues. It emphasizes empathy, maintaining integrity, practicing gratitude, embracing change, and the power of silence. Stoicism also encourages self-control, detachment, and living in the present moment. By fostering inner peace, resilience, and self-improvement, we can diminish the impact of our adversaries. Stoicism's principles can be applied in personal relationships, professional settings, politics, online interactions, and social media, promoting understanding, cooperation, and positive change.